want.
What's up, YouTube? FatKings Phil coming at you for, I believe, week 28 of 2021. I should have checked before I started. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery 8 years ago today. And I'm on vacation in Puerto Vallarta with some friends who I met through the weight loss community. And I was just reflecting on the last 8 years, and I thought I would just address, now that I'm kind of at the end of my journey, this has kind of become my norm. My life's been very normal after this amount of time, I'd say for years now, but I thought I would just address somebody who's, particular man, who's thinking about doing this surgery and what it could mean. I was overweight for 42 years. I was morbidly obese for 42 years. I was a kid all the way up to my 42nd year. And in that time, I tried every diet. I had pushed myself to exercise. I went out of my way to make sure I did not live up to any of the stereotypes of being overweight. And just tried to blend in my whole life. Knowing full well that, you can't really. But, being the jovial, funny guy and the whole thing, I just wanted to just not stick out. But, when you're 360 pounds, you stick out. I don't have my tripod, by the way, so you have to suffer with the movement. So if any of you are out there in that boat and you're thinking, oh man, I'm just tired of this. I need to change. Nothing's working. I've tried everything. I've tried this diet. I've tried that diet. I've tried working out. I've tried this. It hurts. It hurts to work out. I can never seem to make progress. I can't seem to drop weight. And you've done everything. You've tried everything, which I think you owe to yourself to do first. I cannot tell you how important it is to seriously consider having weight loss surgery. Now, of course, I would say talk to your doctor, figure out what the best one is for you, depending on how overweight you are. I have my own suggestions, but I would caution everybody away from the band. I know that there's a couple people who've been very successful with the band, but I don't think it's a winning strategy. I think if anything, it may set you back because you will not have success with the band, most likely, based on my own personal observations of folks who have had it. And you will become frustrated and you'll really give up because you'll be like, look, I went to the extreme and I still didn't work. I would say VSG would be the, if you're looking to lose 100 pounds, 150 pounds max, probably that's your go. You got 250 more to lose. I'd look at R&Y, and if you're really seriously pretty far out, DS is another option as well. But again, talk to your doctor. I'm not one. I can only tell you I did VSG for me because I still wanted to be able to take part in all of the foods in smaller quantities at some point. I knew in the first year I wasn't going to be able to do that, or even that I should do that. And it's worked pretty well for me. I can't lie. Am I exactly where I want to be right now? No. I think you, like anybody else, you eventually get to the point where you want to lose 10 pounds like everybody else on the planet. But I have to work every day to police how much I eat, what I eat, how much I exercise. Like anybody else, when I go on vacation, I indulge on other things, but you just gotta. I have to police it. My body still is very much fighting me to stay lean, even after surgery. But that being said, I would do it again in a heartbeat. I wish I could go back in time and do it sooner. To be honest with you, I feel like in these 8 years, I've been able to go to graduations and birthday parties and amusement parks and water parks and go to the beach and not feel like a giant beacon of oh my God, look at that guy. I take my shirt off all the time now. It has a lot more to do, I think, even with the plastics that I had to have done to get the extra skin removed. But that should not be a deterrent to you at all. I only did the skin reluctantly at the very end last year. I'm just kind of like, well, it kind of ties up the journey for me. You may never do it. There are parts of my body that still have loose skin that I will never do. I won't do my legs. I won't do the sides of my chest. I just, I try and switch arms here. Sorry, guys. I just try to use the gym to, build the muscle up underneath to take up some of that slack. And you know what? It's good. I mean, I'm going to be 50 this year. So, I mean, look, I'm not trying to be 23 and a fitness model, right? So I don't have the genetics for it, number one. Number two, I'm older, and number three, I don't want it bad enough to do what you got to do to get it. So I'm not saying I couldn't probably try at 50, but nah, that's not for me. Some other things that have happened to me, my whole life changed. Like, I remember 8 years ago this morning being sure I was going to die. Like, okay, that's it. I'm so desperate I'm going to do this surgery. And even though I know that the chances of even a complication are only 1%, that doesn't mean death. Just means like, oh, you got a leak and they got to go back in and fix it. I was sure I was going to die. And I remember thinking that all the way up to the point they put me out. Now, it was my jovial, fat kid joking self, but my wife at the time, she could tell that I was scared. And but you know what? A few hours later, I woke up. I didn't feel that bad, and I was up walking around the hospital with my little IV pole, walking laps, 4 o'clock that afternoon. And every step thereafter, I was lighter and lighter and lighter. You got to follow the rules. You got to do the work. It's not a quick fix. I've seen people do it, and they lose the 50 pounds that they would have lost on an Atkins or whatever, and then they stop because they are eating filet-o-fish sandwiches and they're eating garbage and they're not taking care of themselves. And if you're not serious, then don't do it. You're just gonna set yourself up for failure. And you got to grind. You got to make it a commitment for the rest of your life. It's a lifestyle change. You got to use that first 9 months to really put in good habits, so that they're just second nature now. Like a lot of the things I do and the way I eat and stuff, I don't even think of it I don't think about it. It's just what I do now. So yeah, that would be my advice. Get it done. I've had amazing things happen in the last 8 years. I met amazing people I never would have met. Lost some people along the way. Some people came in for a season, we're out. A reason, a season, or a lifetime kind of mentality. Every person I've met has been for a reason, for sure. Since this journey started, and I'd say throughout my entire life. But I would not undo it. I would not be standing in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, with my friends Kirk and his husband Eric. If I hadn't done this, I would have probably been, at this point, I would have probably had some comorbidities. I was lucky I didn't have them at 42, but I probably would have high blood pressure and maybe early onset diabetes and other complications. Maybe my heart wouldn't be in such good shape. I certainly wouldn't have the fitness level I do now. I would be able to hike up and down these hills in this heat. I would have just missed opportunities, lifetimes of opportunities that don't come back, and they would have all been gone to me forever. So, and I probably would have died young. I mean, there's no guarantee I'll live, through the weekend, but I mean, the chances are a lot better, and the quality of the life I have now is just amazing. So, not my normal update video, and probably one of my last. I mean, every once in a while I pop in, throw up an anniversary video, but man, I'm not on the bleeding edge of this anymore, and I've been aware of that. And the only reason I really even did videos this year was just to show off the plastics stuff, which because a lot of men don't do it, and I just wanted to show what it was like for a guy. And I think that's been the biggest problem with this community still is it's mostly women and they're very open and honest. And then there's more guys in their world than I started. I'll tell you that much. But even then, I don't think guys sit down and think about and share the emotional, more bigger, deeper thoughts on this stuff. But yeah, it won't fix every problem in your life, for sure. A lot of the problems you think are in your life right now because you're overweight are not problems about you being overweight. Those problems may be why you're overweight, actually. They may be the root, they may be the cause, not the symptom. And that would be the other thing I'd say. If you've been overweight your whole life and you do this process, you're going to want to make sure you find a good counselor and really explore the software underneath all of that, and make sure you understand what your triggers are and why you act the way you act and why you react the way you react. Because after a lifetime of being overweight and being, openly and almost encouragingly, is that a word? Made fun of and teased, and it's completely acceptable. To do that. I'm not boo-hoo for me. I'm not a victim. I don't care. I mean, yeah, I was overweight. People feel it's okay to say that. Some people are shitty people. So okay, you treat me that way. That's fine. But yeah, it's just you have so much that you're missing out on that you don't know, and so many amazing people will come into your life. Again, you lose some along the way, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're the fat kid in your group. That's the role you play right now, and you probably have certain personality traits because of that make you a little more easygoing, and so you do most of the work and you do most of the reaching out. And when you stop doing that, when you start putting your priorities in, there's going to be groups of people that are not going to be okay with that. It's not that they don't like you; it's just that you're messing up the dynamic of these relationships. So. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Just wanted to encourage you, if you're thinking about it, to realize you have more to gain than you do to lose, pun intended. And don't screw up that first 9 to 12 months. Just grind. Do the work. I'm not telling you to go out and run laps every day, but do your walking. Make sure you're eating the right things. Make sure you're eating in the right quantities. Talking to a nutritionist on the reg. Checking in with your doctor's office. A lot of the programs aren't really good about follow-up. So, and get in a community. Be in a community on your Instagram. YouTube's kind of gone. That's kind of gone away on YouTube, which is weird because that's how I got to know so many people. But get into weight loss community. Make sure you're holding yourself accountable to that community weekly, and just drop a quick video in there. Hey, here's what I'm doing this week. Here's what I'm doing. Are you guys experiencing this? Are you experiencing that? Find somebody out there in the YouTube space and the Instagram space that did this journey before you. Feel free to look at my videos. I'm not saying I'm by any means the exact roadmap, but find somebody who was at the same week. When you get to month 3, go watch my month 3 video. What was I going through? What was I thinking about? Is it the same stuff you're going through? Find enough people that you can kind of get that kind of mentorship from to help you be successful. And once you get the goal, here's the deal. That first year after goal, super easy. Year 2 starts to get a little trickier. Year 3, that's the one. That's the year you gotta watch out. You gotta make sure you're keeping your habits, you're keeping your head straight. You're gonna be living high on the hog. You're gonna be high on life. Year 2, years going into year 3, and that's when people make mistakes and they end up gaining weight back. I mean, you're gonna gain a little bit of weight back, normally about 15 to 20 pounds from your lowest. It's the same as with everybody I've known. So get as low as you can when you are in that 9-month, 12-month process. Get as low as you can in a healthy way. Obviously don't push yourself to the other end of the spectrum. And just understand that you're going to snap back a little. So, well, that's it. I have to get ready to go out for another beach day. Boo-hoo, poor me. And laughs and good times with friends. And then headed back home on Sunday. So we got one more day tomorrow. We'll probably hit the pool and have a few cocktails and just chill out. Enjoy our last few nights here. So I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for everybody who's followed my journey all this time. Again, you don't get to these places alone. I know a lot of us have supported each other for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I've got people that are going to be in my life as long as I'm alive now. And, I've had some great people come along and spend some good quality time and move on their own journey. So that's been great too. All right. Well, till I get the bug. Till next time, I guess. Whenever that is. It's good to be the king.